Diamond channel, welcome. Right, today I'm going to be talking about turquoise. Some friends over in America have sent me some turquoise stones, and these are not just any old stones, these are proper high quality natural ones, and they come from the number 8 mine. The number 8 turquoise mine is in Eureka County in Nevada, America. It's considered one of the most famous turquoise mines in the world. Certainly in America it's one of the most famous. And yeah, I'm really impressed by these stones. I had no idea natural turquoise was such a beautiful thing. Normally turquoise to me was just a sort of a boring blue shape. And what happens is, most turquoise that you see is just infused with like silicone. It's sort of just fake plastic pebbles really, maybe a little bit of the real stuff in there, maybe with like some turquoise chalk or something out of the ground, I don't know. But they're not real. This is the real stuff, and the N number 8 mine is famous for beautiful blue colours, and they typically have a sort of golden honey colour matrix over the stones. So they're really special, I really like them, so I'm looking forward to make something with a few of these stones. This mine is now closed, you can't get these anymore, so that gives them more specialness as well. So becoming more and more rare as time goes on. So once these are gone, they can't be replaced. Yeah, let's get into the video. I've done a lot of research on the last few days. I've been researching exactly about the mine and what turquoise actually is. So this video is going to be a little one-stop shop for learning about turquoise, and specifically the 8 mine turquoise. I'll get into it. I want to say thank you to new patrons. We've got Tony Lee, John Smith and David Cornforth. Thank you very much guys for becoming patrons, really appreciate that. And if you want to support the channel yourself, links in the description to do all that, do everything you can. Become a member. There's super chat in the comments as well, and obviously become patrons, links for that. So yeah, I really appreciate all the support I get. Yeah, it really genuinely helps me continue the channel. So anyway, let's get into it. So I'll just show you up close what I've got here. Well, as you can see, they're all similar to each other, but they're also quite different. They've got their own personalities and characteristics. And what I like about them, it's not just the colours and patterns, it's like, which one should I choose? The patterns that are on there, they kind of go on. You can look as close as you want. It's all kind of infinite. It's got real, only the way nature can form stuff. This one's cool. It reminds me of a bird egg, and the pattern comes through on the back. I think they're really nice. It just really shows how they were formed underground by nature. So anyway, I'll get into share all my research. I'll tell you exactly how they're formed and a little bit more about the history of the mine as well. Right, so I did a load of research on websites and the books I've got and stuff. And the dates change a little bit. People say different things, but the ones I will share are the ones that I heard the most often, so likely the most reliable or the most agreed upon to be correct. So this is the printout from a very nerdy geology website. It was talking about the mine, and it gave more information than the turquoise specific one, so I like this one. It did actually say the mine was first discovered, the number 8 mine was first discovered in 1925 by a barber, but he didn't mine it, and no one knows his name or anything. So it's basically just a bloke who just said, like, there might be turquoise in there, and then didn't do anything with it. But then Mr. Earl Buffington and Lawrence Springer in 1929, they filed formal claim to the property and then proceeded to start mining turquoise. And yeah, they got loads. They got 1,800 pounds of good stone in the first year. So there's a lot of turquoise coming out. I know we're talking about it being rare, but a lot of time's gone on and the mine is now closed, so you can't get this anymore. But at the time when it was new, it seems like they were pulling tons of the stuff out. So we got 1,800 pounds in the first year, and then in 1930, Ted Johnson bought Buffington's interest, and during the next 4 years produced about 5,000 pounds of commercial usable stone. Another 5 years later, 1935, we got Doc Wilson bought the number 8 mine from Johnson, but did nothing with the property, and then the claim lapsed. Why would you buy it and then not do anything with it? Myron Clark relocated the claim, and then after working it for a while, sold it to Lee Hand. Lee Hand gets mentioned a lot in the turquoise specific videos and stuff on YouTube videos, and then the websites as well. Sort of the story starts with him usually. He operated the mine for a short time, but then he became dissatisfied with the quality of the stone and then sold it to the 5 Edgar brothers, who now own it. The Edgars extended operation and produced a considerable amount of fair to good turquoise. Yeah, so over the decades it seems to have passed hands loads of times. 1950, most of the visible turquoise had been taken from the workings. The Edgars hired contractor with a bulldozer equipment to remove overburden from another part of the claim. A deposit of copper had been found on the property, so the Edgar brothers thought they may just mine copper if they couldn't get any more turquoise. after the bulldozer, after digging a pit about 8 feet deep and 80 feet long, just a long trench, they uncovered a deposit of some of the finest spiderweb turquoise ever found in Nevada. And the deposit was mostly nodules, some of massive size. So another reason why the number 8 turquoise mine is famous is not just the quality, it also produced some of the biggest bits of turquoise ever pulled out of the ground. So on June the 23rd, 1954, the Edgar brothers again, they found a specimen 33 inches long. This is one piece of turquoise, that long, 18.5 wide. It was that wide, and then 7 inches deep. So a massive, great slab of turquoise, and cleaned and polished. So there's no like crap stuck to it. It weighed 150 pounds. It's about 70 kilograms. It's a massive chunk of stone. Yeah, they got another one, also quite big at 9 pounds. Yeah, spurred by this find, the Edgar brothers explored more of the property. Oh no, they didn't find any more proper spiderweb turquoise. Other turquoise discovered though, of good commercial grade, enough to keep them digging for more. So just to conclude that information with something I found elsewhere, basically this website was talking about how the mine changed hands loads over the decades, and then it said in 1976 the leaseholder, Mr. Dowell Ward, was told by the landowners, which was a gold mining company, that he had 6 more months and he was able to mine as much as he wanted, and then they were going to terminate his lease and close the mine for good, which is what happened. So yeah, it's been closed like 50 odd years and you can't get this anymore. So that was specifically about the mine itself. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what turquoise actually is. Researching it, I found this website. This is a very nerdy website. This is gemology, geology, physical science, biology, medical science, mathematics, a proper educational website. This is not Wikipedia. This is a bit more trustworthy than that. Turquoise is quite possibly one of the oldest known gemstones. Pharaohs, early Native Americans and Aztecs have all used and prized turquoise. The word turquoise has even become synonymous with that particular colour of blue. So the stone came first. So it's not called turquoise because that's what we call the colour. The stone was first, and now we have that colour named after the stone. So formation of turquoise. Turquoise is only found near deposits of copper. This is due to copper's importance in its formation. You know how copper, I did that video recently. See that? See that blue? I can't knock them off. Yeah, you know how copper oxidizes like that. Turquoise. In addition to copper, turquoise requires the presence of 3 other materials. These are aluminium ions from feldspar, which is typically present near copper deposits, trace amounts of water, and phosphorus containing minerals such as apatite, well, it is nearly lunchtime, or phosphorus containing compounds like calcium phosphate. Unlike other minerals or rocks, turquoise does not form deep within the Earth's crust or as a result of heat and pressure like rubies and granite. It's instead created through weathering and chemical reaction between the previously listed constituents, copper, aluminium, phosphorus and water. This is what happens, yeah, when turquoise forms. As water percolates into the ground over time, or as a result of groundwater, it may come into contact with aluminium containing rock minerals, phosphorus and the presence of copper deposits. This is like cooking. This is how Mother Earth cooks turquoise up. These are the necessary conditions for the formation of turquoise. It's a secondary mineral that forms in the copper deposits as a result of the chemical changes that occur when all these constituents are present. The water will bring the aluminium ions and the phosphate to the copper, which will begin to change and form into turquoise. This formation typically occurs in the desert, arid, which means like really dry, or semi-arid environments. Many places around the world produce turquoise, such as parts of the United States, Iran and Egypt. So I think that explains quite clearly, without going too scientific, about how it grows in the ground. Yes, this makes sense. The formula for turquoise is CuA16 P0440H84H2O. As if I need to tell you that. This one, talking about the colour, it finishes with saying, unfortunately, as the colour becomes greener, the value of turquoise diminishes. I don't like that about coloured stones. My favourite aquamarines were the more greeny ones, and they're considered lower quality than just the pure blue ones. Whatever colour you like is the high quality one, I reckon. So yeah, let's finish off and talking about this. It's talking about how, like I said at the start, most people think of turquoise as just sort of the plasticky looking shiny blue pebbles. That's not real turquoise. It says because demand for turquoise became so great, another industry emerged that formed around the manufacture of synthetic turquoise. Only a portion of all the available turquoise was actually usable for jewellery, as it was of lesser quality or poorer coloured quality that would not have normally have been of any value. To change those materials, hot acrylic resins are pressure impregnated into these lesser types of turquoise. That's what you usually see. In addition, the resin serves to better the colour, the durability and even the hardness of the poorer quality turquoise. The result is that the turquoise is available for use in jewellery. This synthetic material must be properly labelled as treated or manufactured, but has found a place in the market for those that really want the look of turquoise. Yeah, most of it, unfortunately, is that just synthetic, where was it? Hot acrylic resin, pressure impregnated, crappy piece of plastic, fake turquoise. That's what you usually see. This is the real deal, this stuff, from the number 8 mine. Cool. So, quite a good website actually. He's talking about sapphires and stuff. I might study this website a bit more. Cool, yeah, so I hope that's taught you everything you want to know about number 8, about turquoise, how it forms anywhere in the world, and then specifically number 8 mine turquoise. It's quite special stuff. These stones are for sale if you want to contact me about it. Maybe we can sort something out. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to click like and subscribe, helps the channel grow. You can share it on social media, or you can take a step further, become a patron, links in the description, or you can become a Diamond member as well. Look for a join button on the page. If not, just watch, enjoy. I hope you join me again on the next video, and yeah, see you later. Bye.